Kherson sector, every strike is a calculated step. What begins with area suppression from rocket artillery opens the path for precision drone operations. And when the target demands it, air power delivers the final answer. This is how layered warfare works on the right bank of the Dnieper. On the right bank of the Dnieper River, reconnaissance drones of the Naval Infantry Brigade of the Northern Fleet conducted a routine patrol flight and successfully identified a defensive position, along with a temporary deployment point concealed inside abandoned buildings. Target coordinates were immediately relayed to the BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launcher crew, which moved into a pre-prepared firing position without delay. Once locked, a full salvo was released simultaneously across the entire target area, ensuring no point within the identified zone escaped the reach of the strike, and every defensive position mapped by aerial reconnaissance was completely neutralized. The Grad did what it does best: deny the enemy any safe ground across a wide area, stripping away their cover before the next phase of the operation could begin. With the area suppressed and enemy positions weakened, the operation shifted to precision work. Aerial surveillance detected suspicious activity around a house in the sector. A brief movement outside the building was enough to draw the attention of a reconnaissance drone maintaining observation from altitude. Further monitoring revealed details that confirmed the suspicion: a network antenna mounted on the rooftop, partially concealed with paper in an attempt to mask its presence, and something partially visible behind the building, likely a concealed position or camouflaged mortar. Once all data was confirmed, the first strike was directed at the rear of the building to neutralize the hidden position, followed by an armed drone dropping its explosive payload directly onto the main structure until the building was engulfed in flames and completely destroyed. Without pause, the operation continued. Molnia 2 crews received coordinates for the next target and launched a strike against a second enemy drone command center at a separate location, destroying it within minutes and ensuring 2 enemy drone control points in the sector were eliminated in a single uninterrupted sequence of operations. When drone precision is not enough to bring down a large fortified structure, air power steps in. Reconnaissance teams identified enemy forces that had turned a school building into a temporary deployment point and command center for their strikes against Russian positions in the sector, a tactic exploiting a long-abandoned civilian structure as military cover. Once the presence and function of the building were confirmed, 2 Su-34 fighter jets were deployed to deliver a response that left no room for compromise. Four FAB bombs were released across 2 successive precision airstrikes, striking the command center with devastating effect and ensuring all enemy operational infrastructure built inside the school building was completely destroyed. And while strikes were being delivered on the ground and from the air, The battle above the sector was being fought simultaneously. Forward observers successfully detected an incoming enemy drone wave early and rapidly relayed target movement data to the crew of the Strela-10 surface-to-air missile system of the Dnieper Forces Group, already on standby alert. The moment the order was given, missiles were launched using the fire-and-forget principle, allowing each missile to independently hunt and lock onto its target in the air without requiring continuous guidance from the ground operator, freeing the launch crew to immediately reposition and avoid any counterstrike. Objective control system footage confirmed that all enemy drones were destroyed precisely on target before they could carry any further threat deeper into the rear lines. What unfolded in the Kherson sector today is a precise demonstration of how modern layered warfare operates. Rocket artillery opens the field by denying the enemy safe ground across a wide area. Precision drones follow to hunt what artillery cannot reach with pinpoint accuracy. And when a target demands the full weight of air power, the Su-34 delivers. Above it all, air defense ensures the skies remain contested on Russian terms. Each layer depends on the one before it, and together they form a system that leaves the enemy with nowhere to hold, nowhere to hide, and no time to react. As always, thank you for watching and following these operations with us. We hope today's report gave you a clearer understanding of how modern warfare is truly conducted on the ground, in the air, and everywhere in between.